Hey guys, this is the pseudo hanging scap shrugs. I'll show it to you, then I'll coach you through it. All right, first, a note about the setup. You need a rack, and you need to make sure that you are behind the bar, meaning that the rack is in between the bar and you, as opposed to being on the other side, or else you are liable to pull this bar off of the rack as you do this. So make sure the rack is in between you and the bar. Secondly, the height of this rack. It should be really no higher than about shoulder width, somewhere between the height of your nips and your shoulder. All right, so for me, this is kind of relatively low. I could afford to go up another hole if I wanted to. All right. Next, you're going to grip the bar, either overhand or underhand, depending on what's specified. And you will sink your butt down to the ground. Okay. First, we want to try to get our torso as perpendicular to the floor as possible. So that means from the bottom of my spine to the top of my head should be perpendicular to the floor at a 90-degree angle. So not this, right? That's kind of a horizontal position with the floor. I want to be in a vertical position or perpendicular position to the floor. All right, I can use my legs, kind of push my butt backward or pull my butt forward, and then I can use my upper body to adjust exactly where I want my head in relation to the bar. It's important to be almost directly under the bar. We're going to stabilize in the long spine position, and I'm going to start by sinking deep in between my shoulders. So for me right now, my butt's lightly touching the ground. That's okay. If the bar was higher, it wouldn't do that. That might be beneficial for some newcomers to this movement. Right now, my scapula is elevated as much as it possibly can. All I'm going to do is depress it, and my neck gets a little bit longer. I'm going to move through elevation and depression. I want to try to stabilize in protraction. That means my armpits are always coming forward towards you. I don't want to depress and then start to retract or pull my chest up like that. That's an arching of the back along with a retraction or me pinching my shoulder blades together. Again, my spine should stay vertical to the floor. So if I'm here, it is just straight up with the neck. Really what's moving is my scapula are pulling down towards my hips. I'm not bending the elbows and changing it to a pull-up. Elevation, depression. It's an isolated movement. Up and down with the scapula. I am not moving my scapula into retraction or protraction, not arching the back. So I have to stabilize through the long spine position. My legs are there to help me. That's why it's a pseudo hang, not a full hang. My legs can help me with this movement. And then eventually you can move it up to just the full hang, hanging there doing scap shrugs. That is your pseudo hang scap shrug.